Hi there. Next I'm going to take a look at a very popular fountain pen. A fountain pen that is produced by Waterman and has been around for several years already. And this particular model line is called Waterman Carené. Waterman Carené is a top of the line model and is offered in very different finishes. I also reviewed one in my previous videos that I posted here in YouTube. Today I'm going to take a look at a model, also Waterman Carené model, but a different color, which is brown lacquer. The brown lacquer version of this Waterman Carené comes into a very beautiful box, blue box with a very nice finish and very nice feeling upon touching. It comes with a light blue stripe carrying the Waterman text here, Waterman Paris, and the Waterman logo on the right hand side. Upon opening the box we find this model, very beautiful brown lacquer with gold trim. The pen rests very nicely on a cushioned bed which resembles leather, high-end leather. Is probably synthetic material, but that doesn't bother me. The pen, let's remove a little bit the pen, take a look under the bed of the pen. We find the Waterman ink cartridges, which are the long version ink cartridges here provided by Waterman. The color of the ink in this long cartridges is a Serenity blue. Of course, a long cartridge holds ink for much longer than the short cartridges. You also have the warranty card from Waterman that contains no other information about the company or about the pen. It's just a simple warranty card where to address if you have issues about the pen. So putting the box aside, we'll focus about this particular model. In my opinion, a very beautiful finish. Brown lacquer here with a gold trim. As I said, I also have different colors in my collections. Also, Waterman offers different colors for the barrel and cap and finishes, from gun barrel silver, you have red, you have black, and many different versions. My personal preference is that this is the most beautiful and most elegant from all. This brown lacquer finish, it has quite a depth to it and it matches well with the gold trim. The end of the barrel here finishes up in a beautiful decoration which resembles or reminds me of this Art Deco period where the decoration of the objects was very important, and this gold trim is almost shiny mirror and it ends with a black end spot. The brown is not homogeneous brown, but you also have a heterogeneity inside, the green looking like decoration. I hope my camera picks it up, where you see this brown lacquer, but you also have amber. Actually, this model is called amber lacquer. Yeah, so it resembles amber. The ring of the cap has the text Waterman. Waterman is written here, Paris. The cap is also the same amber lacquer with a very beautiful clip, very functional hinged clip that is upward bent so that you can easily slide into the pocket of the shirt. On the clip we have again this line here, very characteristic of Waterman and the Waterman logo. I hope you can see it. Yeah, now I think it's very clear. And one of the best points about this pen is the fact that it's not a screw-in cap, but you can open it by a click. And this holding mechanism for the cap, it's one of the best for all the pens that I ever tried. It's a system, particularly you see this clip here, this is what holds the cap in place, and there are two, one of each sides, and when you put the cap, you basically push it pushes these clips inside, and the cap is very, very secured in place. There's absolutely no danger that this cap slides off. For example, on my previous models of Pelicans, I've seen that when I put this in the shirt, it has the tendency, if I'm not careful and screwing really tightly the cap, then the pen slowly screws out and slides out of the cap, producing sometimes unpleasant issues. But this one is very secure in place. Also, this is also indicated for very short taking notes, very short writing sessions where you have to quickly uncap, take a note, and cap it back in. It's really secure. It gives a very, very nice click that is very satisfying, and it tells you that the cap is secure in place. Now let's look at the section. That section is black. I think this is a PMMA resin, and it comes with this very beautiful gold inlaid nib. Excellent looking, also reminiscent of the Schaefer pen for men. Also inlaid nib. Here you have a gold color with the Waterman nib. It says 18K. I hope you can see it. It says 18K, 18 karat gold nib, Waterman hexagonal logo that we see here, and then 750 also for the alloy type of gold that we have here. The pen, the barrel unscrews from the section by several turns, and here we have the Waterman cartridge, very beautiful and sturdy cartridges that we have here. You can see the rubber from the piston of the converter. Now I never inked this pen. This is the first time I'm gonna ink. It also comes with the threads are metallic here on the section, but it also comes at the end with a rubber o-ring. I think even two rubber o-rings for those maybe that would like to make this pen an eyedropper filler. I'm not sure if there would be any leaks, but these probably o-rings will ensure that there's no ink leakages. What I've noticed about my previous versions of Waterman Carené is that it's very flight airplane friendly. Due to the drop in pressure in the airplane, most of the fountain pens will leak out some ink and sometimes create problems. You can see many YouTube videos about that on the YouTube or on the internet. Here the Waterman Carené is very airplane friendly. I have never experienced leaks from this fountain pen. I've carried this with me for several times and I had no unpleasant surprises. This is in part due to the fact that the feed here for the Waterman Carené is not exposed. The nib has no breather hole, but instead this breather hole is placed on the back side here. As you can see, there's a small hole here. And the feed is completely masked by this plastic resin. So I think this design is very unique and very beautiful and particularly elegant. The only more expensive model that the Waterman has in its production line, more expensive than Waterman Carené, is the Waterman Edson. But unlike Waterman Carené, Waterman Edson version is very, I think, the design is not as beautiful as this. It's too aggressive, too pompous, and too showy. I find the Waterman Carené models much elegant, much finer, and while they're not boring by any means, they are a little bit less aggressive, less showy, and they also resemble the Pen for Men Scheffel versions. Different manufacturer, but also this inlaid style nib. For those who like it, it's very gorgeous. Next I'm going to ink up the pen and we'll see how it writes. And the ink of my choice for this time is going to be Waterman, the Absolute Brown ink. And because it matches the pen color, this amber color, we'll see how this pen writes. Now, I've never inked this particular Waterman Carené model that I have here, the amber version. I know how it should write based on the red version I've reviewed, and let's see if there are any surprises. But if there are any surprises, that will tell a lot about the company lineup of pens and its quality control. I think if a pen comes from the factory not writing, I think a pen should write out of the box, should write perfectly out of the box, should require no tuning. I think if you purchase a pen and then you have to struggle and tune it and align it, it has then no value, I think you purchase the pen for nothing. And here is the color of the ink. It's very brown, dark brown, I would say, at least on the paper. And I usually value the fountain pens that I have to do no tuning, no nothing, and so far my best experience among all the companies has been with the Pelicans and with Waterman. Waterman required no tuning, no nothing, and let's see if this one disappoints or not. And I'm gonna start with writing. Let's say Waterman, W. I'll focus the camera. All right. Okay. Focus on the text. Perfect. So Waterman, Carené. As you can see, this pen really actually writes beautifully. It has a gold nib, 18K medium. I have the tendency to hold the pen a little bit higher up than near the nib, and the fact that this has no threads is makes it very comfortable to me. As you can see, the amber color and finish is fantastic here, fantastic, and it matches well with the brown, absolute brown ink from Waterman. The smoothness is definitely a 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. It's extremely smooth, very comparable to the pen I just reviewed from Pelikan M800 Broad. I'm extremely satisfied with the way it writes. That is the reason why I have in my collection 3 fountain pens from Waterman, and all of them are Carené. Excellent. The nib wetness is also excellent, which ensures a good saturation of color. Is flexibility wise, I wouldn't press it in any way. Let's see if this has a so this has, I've showed in one of my previous reviews on Waterman Carené, the red version, that it had a sweet spot, that meaning if you incline the pen a little bit more to the left or a little bit more to the right, it didn't write anymore. As you can see here, it has some sensibility, some sweet spot, this model also, but this doesn't bother me because once you hold it in the right position, it really glides smoothly on the paper. It's an absolute fantastic creation, and the fact that it comes in such an excellent box, it makes for an excellent present, and I'm extremely happy with it. I think on Amazon this new version, the prices range anywhere between $200 and $300 or euros, depending where you are, how you can buy it, and so on. It has no hard start, no skips. I think it keeps up very well when you write very fast. Let's see. Waterman Carené. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So this has been my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this was useful.